All right, continuing with our flood series here. We are in Genesis 6 again. And it came to pass when the men began to multiply in the face of the earth, daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. The Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. So I'm going to skip over the giants and stuff because we've talked about that in other videos. Let's go down. Let's go down to building of the ark. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch, and this is the fashion which shalt make of it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. And the window shalt thou make to the ark. What's interesting is King Solomon made something similar. I believe he called it the House of Lebanon or the Cedars of Lebanon or something like that, but it's the same measurements as the ark, which is kind of interesting. Window thou shalt make to the ark, and a cubit thou shalt finish it above. So a window was to be on the top of the ark, and the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. So it's kind of interesting. I'm just not sure if this door was covering all 3 stories, if it was like a huge door that's almost like an on-ramp type of thing. I'm not sure if you can slide the door up to the 3rd story, 2nd story, and then the 1st story. Not sure. But it was a door that the Lord closed. And behold, even I do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all the flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. So the waters are coming upon the earth. There's a flood of waters coming upon earth. So that's important to note. It's not just the 40 days of rain. That is happening, will be happening as well. But the flood of waters starts first. So, but with thee I'll establish a covenant. Thou shalt come into the ark, thy sons, thy wife, thy sons' wives. I'm just going to skip here a little bit. So we got 2 of every kind, clean and unclean. Unclean would be like the ravens and stuff. And then certain birds would be clean because you only need 2 of them. Probably the dove. Pairs of doves. Thus did Noah according... Oh, this is interesting here. 2 of every sort shall come unto thee to keep them alive. And thou unto thee of all the flood that is eaten, all food, and take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten. Remember, they ate fruit and vegetables. Thou shalt gather it to thee. So probably, I'm thinking probably plants, fruit trees, all kinds of seed from all that stuff, probably storing it, storing all the seed into the ark. Remember, he had 100 years to build it. And it shall be for food for thee and for them. So this is their diet. This is what they're going to be eating on the ark. Thus did Noah according to all that God commanded him. So did he. Who knows if he created plants and trees and whatever on the ark itself. Because remember, you have 100 years. So perhaps maybe there was vines inside the ark. We don't know. Maybe in the basement, in the bottom deck, I should say, of the ark. Perhaps there were certain types of plants growing on the bottom story, and perhaps certain types of plants on the top story, and then maybe in the middle story as well. Who knows? And then the Lord said unto Noah, Come down all thy house into the ark, for thee I have seen righteous before me in this generation. Every clean beast shalt thou take to thee by 7s, male is female, beasts that are not clean by 2, fowls by the air 7s, male, female, keep to keep the seed alive upon the face of all the earth. So this, I believe, also is in reference to seed plants and all this kind of stuff. And for 7 days I will cause it to rain upon there. So for yet 7 days. So in 7 days it's going to rain for 40 days, for 40 nights. And every living substance that I've made I will destroy from off the face of the earth. Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years when the flood of waters was upon the earth. So it's flooding now. It's flooding. So in 7 days, they got to get inside the ark because then it's going to rain. So this is probably a severe flood happening where all the fountains are being opened up, and then eventually the windows of heaven as well. So it's kind of interesting that the Lord says in 7 days, it's going to rain. All right, and then where are we here? All right, so they're entering the ark. We see this. Noah went in. Let's go over here. Because of the waters of flood, so that's why they went into the ark. So Noah went in, his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him, into the ark because of the waters of the flood. So this is why they had to go inside the ark, because the earth was already flooding. Clean beasts that are not clean, and fowls, and of everything that creepeth went 2 and 2 into the ark, male and female. Remember, they didn't have the fear and the dread of people, so they were able to come in basically because God commanded them to come into the ark, and they had no fear of man. That's probably why animals were being corrupted on the earth at that time. After the flood, they would have the fear and dread of men, and then they would flee. Anytime they would see man, they would leave. It came to pass after 7 days, the waters of flood were upon the earth. So then it began to rain. So in the 600th year of Noah's life, the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day, were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heavens were open, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And then the self-same day entered Noah, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons unto them into the ark, etc., etc. So hopefully you got something out of this, and we'll continue with our little series in another video. But if you have got something out of this, then feel free to subscribe. This is all in chapter 6, 7, and 8. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.